Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Glad to have you with us from the original Cotton Bowl located on the fairgrounds in the heart of Dallas, Texas. As we'll see the #3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cobb. Hits him with a stiff arm. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks. And bringing it out of the end zone. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Simmons. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Caught behind the line. It's Coleman. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Auburn lines up quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. Crank up the tempo.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The offense changing the play. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up. And now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They turn to the passing game on third and short. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Trying to take it back. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The defense putting points on the board.
You can tell this defense is locked in early in this one. On the first drive of the game on third down, they're expecting pass. They had multiple players in the back end defensively with their eyes on the quarterback, able to jump the route, pick it off, take it back for a touchdown, and they've already seized a ton of momentum.
He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Cobb. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. It's Henderson. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll throw on 3rd and short. They've got the screen set up. Breaks the tackle. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on 3rd down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
Turns it on in midfield. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Big fella moving. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Love the play call by the offense. Love drag routes down this close to the goal line. First down, you're just trying to get an easy completion, catch and run, walk in, score. Defense made a nice play. They made the tackle, so now you got to turn the page. You got to find something here on 2nd.
Power ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And the running game is so important when you get inside that 10-yard line and that field starts to shrink. And it's so nice to have a back with some physicality. Great job running the football, using that stiff arm, finishing the run, and getting in the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Offense in a bunch formation. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. All wideouts, no backs. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Gonna let it fly. He's got it down the right side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll take another shot here. And they won't be able to connect downfield. Looking for a big-time play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he
unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Ohio State. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. Well, that score leaves you with a burning question. Who had that dude? Whoever it was wasn't close.
No, and the receiver was able to run right by him and get to the end zone and camp out and put up his tent and build the fire and fill up the coffee pot and just about everything else in time before the guy decided to even get remotely close to it.
Fair catch, called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Singleton. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Caught close to the marker. It's Cobb. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. And that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
He's looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Running behind that left side. Can't get him to the ground. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll give it to the back. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw on first down. Skips away from pressure. He'll take a shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He rumbles up to the 19-yard line before he's knocked out of bounds. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's...
There he goes! It's a seam wide open! He's at the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Looking for a huge play. He's got it on the outside. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. This time on target. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to keep it in the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Cobb. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. Excellent situational awareness to make the grab and get just enough of that first down.
And how about the play call? They didn't want to hold on to the football. They wanted to get that thing out of their hand, trust the receiver to make the catch, and then what does he do? Gets the first down, gets out of bounds, new set of downs for this offense.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Going for it all. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to...
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. They'll stop him at the 22-yard line as the defense makes a play.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long, they dial up the perfect coverage, and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception. Looking down the middle. Got a wide open receiver.
chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the bill. They are throwing. They're trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
From the red zone, looking for a man. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He leaves it with the back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to buy time. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Past the 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to start the drive with a pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Makes the catch. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's
sneaks it into the end zone.
A nice job by this offense. Put the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting. Going to halftime. Regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Graham. He's got great speed. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Quick completion on the out. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
To throw, it's Sayin. Trying to get behind the defense. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To the air on first down. He lets it fly. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
High the chains now on second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. A strike downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Looking downfield on first down. Rushes on him. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Sends it downfield. Snags it inside the 20. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
Wide receiver going in motion. Finds his big tight end. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. here comes the Auburn offense. Going right to work up top. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving.
And that is his 5th interception, a night